Hey there, and welcome to my channel, The Every Moment Mystic. Today's show is all about how to make your own butter. The reasons for this are, well, for me it was cost, really, quality. I like to control what I put into my body, and I like it to be of a high quality, although I am human and at times engage in junk food. But I feel better when I'm putting better things into my body. And I've found that as a society, we seem to have forgotten a lot of these basic skills and just how easy they are. If you've got a mixer or even a blender, I've heard, but I'd choose a mixer myself. But if you've got a mixer at home, you can go to the grocery store, buy yourself some whipping cream, and get yourself some butter. I was at the grocery store last week, and the Avalon Dairies whipping cream was $5.99, and the half a pound of organic butter was $15.99. Now, if you're making it with about a half liter, which is what that Avalon Dairies was, that gives you about a half pound of butter. So for $5.99 and a little bit of time in, you had yourselves a saving of about $10, right? And who doesn't like that? I like that. Aside from the fact that you can control what is in the final product, you also can control energetically what goes into the product. So instead of just en masse machines making all your stuff, you can make your butter with love. And okay, let's keep it clean, guys, but you can make it and you can infuse it with the energetic frequency of love, having and holding good intentions while you're making and creating the final product absolutely makes a difference with the taste. I also added some pink Himalayan salt to this. As you will see, I added it 3 times throughout the process. And that also goes back to the Every Moment Mystic motto, which is, kind of, I guess, a motto, but it means that every moment in every person's life is a chance to connect with the divine and to listen to both our inner guidance and the guidance from the divine. When I'm adding the pink Himalayan salt, I am stopping when I feel it is time or enough. I'm listening very carefully to the energies and instructions of my inner guides, and the final product, without fail, every time I do that, works out like a dream. You could ask my kids, but you could just trust me too. So, with the cost of living going up so high, and also looking at the energetic frequency of the products that we are putting into our bodies, we have already a few motivating factors for learning and relearning as a whole in society how to do these things ourselves. For a long time, I thought, I gotta get a perfect butter churn. I gotta get butter paddles. I gotta get this. I gotta get that. But all of those things, just like as one finds along a spiritual path, they can all just serve as many little hiccups that don't really mean anything in the grander picture. For instance, if you're looking at a spiritual path and you're like, I can't be spiritual until I take Reiki level 3 or Reiki level 2 or blah, blah, blah. I can't do any healing until, I don't agree with that. You see, I believe that each and every single one of us has a direct connection with the divine. And through our daily lives, we are blessed with the opportunity to strengthen that connection. And that is our own choice to do so. There is nobody other than you that can choose to strengthen that connection with the divine. There is nobody and nothing that can take that away from you other than yourself. It is within each and every one of our deeply held beliefs, and for some of us, the belief systems that we may have been exposed to throughout our life and lived experience that can at times have an impact upon that. But the pure and simple truth of the matter is that we, each and every one of us, have that connection to the divine. Now, as we go along in this video, you'll find that I've included a lot of clips just showing the bowl because I really wanted people to see the process as it goes through. I made this batch with 1 liter of cream, so that was a lot, and it makes a big difference in terms of the time to process it, but it does leave you with about a pound of butter in the end. If you want to add half a liter, you will end up with half a pound of butter about, and it will probably take you a lot less time. The process is really simple. You just put it on in a bowl and set it to whip. First, it goes to a whipped cream, and then slowly it shifts over into a thicker and thicker consistency. And what you're looking for is for when that buttermilk separates from the butter. That's when you know it's done. When the buttermilk is separated, and you can see it, you can hear it splashing around on the bowl. It'll even probably splash out a little bit, but that's when you know it's done. And the process after the buttermilk has separated is you sort of compress it in the bowl, and then you have a bowl of ice water. It helps while you're doing this if everything, all your tools are cooled down. So if you can put your mixing bowl in the fridge and cool it down, do that. Use the coldest cream that you have, so have it straight from the fridge, not sitting on your counter. And then when it's all done, have that bowl of ice water ready. Now in my bowl, most of the ice melted, but the water was still quite cold. So what you're doing when you're adding the butter to the bowl of ice water is you're removing the last of that buttermilk. And what that does is it creates a longer lasting final product. If you do not remove the buttermilk from the butter, it will turn sour a little faster. And when you're you can add the Himalayan salt, as I did, at 3 different stages throughout the full process. But you can also add different things like, say, dill if you wanted to, or garlic if you wanted to make garlic butter. And in the end, you can freeze butter. So even if you make too much butter, just know that you can wrap it up in a little bit of parchment paper, stick that bad boy in your freezer, and pull it out whenever you need it. So if you're making a big batch of garlic butter, you're not going to use it all. Don't worry, stick it in your freezer, save it for later. It's not like you can ever have too much garlic butter. I don't think so anyways. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's about all I got for you for now. I hope that you've enjoyed this process and enjoyed watching the video and listening to me as I go on a little bit in the background. And I hope that you've managed to become inspired to make your own butter and perhaps even listen to your inner voice and the divine as you do it, so that your end product is made in concert with the divine. And when you do that, you can find out for yourself just what a difference it makes. I love you all, and I hope you have an amazing and blessed, beautiful day.
you.